Super nice views, especially over here in front of us. But I think it's about time to cook some dinner because I'm hungry. So we got the rice at the bottom, the meat on top, some more of that sauce, and that's the turbo. So I don't even know if I can see up in that tree. See how bright that is? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Kappelle Outdoor video. And today we are headed to do a solo overnight truck camping trip. We are headed down to Sparrow Bluff WMA. We're going to be camping on the west side of the WMA. Now there is a section that I want to scout out. I'm not sure how the scenery is going to be, so we may or may not camp there. But if we don't camp there, we're probably going to head down to the river because there are some campsites down there. So it's just going to be a really nice and relaxing time. As you can see here, the camera angle is a little different. I've made 2 upgrades to the truck camping rig. Just trying to get everything in preparation and ready for Abby and I's northern Alabama trip here pretty soon. So we're just gonna do an overnighter here, give it a good shakedown to make sure I'm not missing anything. Alright guys, so now here comes the rough part of driving on this unpaved dirt road. And before you ask, yes, I could air down my tires, but I do not have a inflation kit. So if there's a company out there that has one and wants to send me one for a review, by all means let me know. We can work something out. Do a little pan for you. Super nice views, especially over here in front of us. Holy, check it out. So far the view here is pretty nice. This is not a very level spot in truck camp. Maybe we can pull up and just have it angled down, but it's not too bad. However, this is still not the place that we're going to go to, so let's keep going on the road. Alright guys, well we made it here to the end of the road here, and it just leads to a hunter access trail, foot traffic only. But honestly, I thought the view was going to be a lot better, but I guess it is what it is, as you can see here. So this is like the very end of the road here. So I want to go ahead and show y'all one of the upgrades that I've made to this rig. So let's get into it. All right, guys, you can see here I got a new mount. So this is for my camera, my DJI camera, and I got my Garmin InReach Mini 2 here. And as you can see, I don't know if y'all be able to see that, but got the Garmin Explorer app pulled up, marking some locations here for maybe some future truck camping videos. These 2 mounts right here, they are the bullet point mounting solutions. I'll leave a link down in the description below. I paid for this for my own money, so I just really like the product. I mean, the phone mount doesn't go anywhere. And I'm really liking this whole setup here. So now I have somewhere for my Garmin to sit, that way I can navigate, and I got somewhere to put my camera to give you some cool shots and everything. But with that being said, since the view out here is kind of not the best, I think we're just gonna make our way down to the river, and yeah, we're gonna set up camp there. So I'll see y'all there. All right guys, we made it to the camp spot. You can see behind me I got the truck parked, but check out this camp spot. Check that out. We are on the banks of the Flint River right here. Got nice shoals in front of us. And the best part is we got ourselves a fire ring. So we are most definitely going to do a fire tonight. We got a little bit of firewood. Kind of looks iffy, but hey, I'm pretty sure somewhere we can get some more around here. But all right, guys, we got camp all set up. As you can see, I got the tarp out. Normally I wouldn't use it, but it's supposed to be raining tomorrow morning at about 6 a.m. and it's supposed to rain like all day tomorrow. So I'm not really sure what time I'm gonna get up tomorrow morning, but I just kind of want to have somewhere dry to stand. So hopefully this will do pretty good. Haven't really tested it out yet, so we're gonna see how it performs. But yeah, got the bed all set up. Got my 20-liter water jug set up, and also got the fan because it is kind of warm today. I think it's like 60, like low 60s or whatever, but now it's like the temperature's dropping because it's later on in the day. But all right, guys, well, I'm all suited and booted, and we're gonna make our way to the other side of where I'm camping at. So just right over there, there's a little access point. But I mean, there's kind of access all throughout here, but there's a little deep pocket up there that I know of. So I hear somebody up there, so we're just gonna see if we can just squeeze on in next to them and try to do some fishing. All right, guys, made it to the river here, and gonna throw a little perch color whopper plopper out here. Now it is almost into February, and I think the water temperature is up just a little bit. I don't know if it's up enough to get a topwater bite, but hey, it doesn't hurt to try, does it? All right, guys, well, you can see the scenery has changed a little bit. I ended up having to move locations. While I was fishing, a big group of people came down to the river and blasting their music, so I don't have no problem with that. That's just not for me, and kind of want like peace and quiet at a campsite. But we're over here at my secondary spot. As you can see, we got a nice little view here. But I think it's about time to cook some dinner because I'm hungry. All right, guys, for dinner here, we're gonna have some rice, and then we're gonna cook up some shabu beef here. Now, you would usually use that in like a hot pot, but we're just kind of cleaning out everything in the freezer, so just gonna cook that up tonight. Gonna pan fry that with a little bit of marinade here. Yeah, it's gonna be simple, but it's gonna be tasty though, so let's get into it. Now, we're gonna use our King Camp big pot here to cook our rice in. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna use all this rice, but we're gonna give it an eyeball. Yeah, that should be enough for about one person. All right, so we got our rice in there. Just gonna cover that up and then fire this bad boy up. So we're gonna let that do its thing for a little bit, and then we're gonna throw this meat on there, and then yeah, get it cooking because I'm pretty hungry. All right, guys, while we have the rice going, I figured I would talk about my second upgrade that I made to the truck camper. Now, everybody's got to have a lantern when it comes to truck or vehicle camping, just because you have to see. Either you can use a lantern, headlamp, whatever, but I picked up this new lantern right here. This is the Nitecore LR70. This is a lantern and a flashlight. So right here we have the button for the flashlight, and then here we have the button for the lantern, and then right here is the USB-C charging port. Either if you hit the flashlight button or the lantern button, you can see here there's going to be a blue light, and that's going to be the battery indicator. So So you see that flashed about 3 times, so that's fully charged. All right, we're gonna go ahead and cut on the flashlight. So you press and hold. As you can see here, we got a little bit of light here. Don't know how well y'all be able to see that, but that's the low setting. So we'll hit it again. That's the medium setting, and then we'll go high. So that's the high setting there. So this is pretty bright here. I'll do some tests in the dark, let y'all see it, but as y'all can see, it's pretty bright. And you even have the turbo mode, I believe. So that's even brighter than the high setting. So you have a low, medium, high, and then a turbo mode. So with it being off, so you hit it one time, cut it on, but if you double click it, that throws the turbo mode on. And so my hand is about, I don't know, about 6-8 inches, I'll say about 8 inches or so, and I can feel the heat coming off of the light here. So the turbo mode, very bright. Like I said, I'll let y'all see that in the dark, but we're gonna go ahead and turn on the lantern portion. So again, press and hold to cut it on. That's low. And you got medium here. And then you got high. As you can see, it puts out a lot of light. Sorry, I'm not trying to blind you or me, but puts out a lot of light. All right, so to do the red light for the lantern, you're gonna double click the lantern button. So you see you got low here. That's low red light. And this is probably the main reason why I bought this, because I like to have a red light at night to see, kind of preserve my night vision a little bit, whether I'm stealth camping or just hunting in general. So you got low red light, you got high red light, and if you click it again, it's got the kind of like the emergency red light, so it just flashes red light, and then you hit it again. And then now you have the emergency SOS red light. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I like this little lantern here. Definitely gonna take it on all my trips, whether I'm on truck camping or camping on the river or whatever the case may be. But yeah, it's gonna come in handy. And also it comes with the little, like a little D loop here, so you can hang it on something. So I have my strap here. Just gonna go ahead and hook that up. So, as y'all can see right here, that lantern, pretty nice. Definitely gonna come in handy. Like I said, I will obviously gotta do a demonstration. I know I said that multiple times, but I really like that product there, so. Check that out. I was so busy cooking, I couldn't even see the sky. So we got a little bit of marinade here. We're gonna just drizzle over this meat. Let that get all sauced up. All right, guys, so the rice is done and the meat is done. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dump the meat on there and then drizzle a little bit more sauce on there and then mix it up and kind of make like a poor man's bibimbap or something like that. I'll kind of have to let y'all see what it looks like. So we got the rice at the bottom, the meat on top, some more of that sauce. It's gonna be really good. Bon appetit. That is good. All right, guys, I'm gonna dive into this. not gonna bore y'all with me eating, but I'm gonna dive into it, and then we'll do the light demonstration. As you can see, I already got it on right here, and then yeah, we'll pretty much be ready to wrap it up and hit the bed. Alright guys, now that it's spooky dark out here, I'm going to go ahead and show you just the capabilities of this LR70 here. So, got the low setting on the lantern. I'm going to kind of hold it out here so I don't really try to blind everybody, but low setting, that's a medium, and that's high. And you can see that thing puts out some light. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead with the red light. Here's the low, and here's high. And as you can see, just the high on the red light is not as crazy as the other light. So this is really good if you just need some light to where you can see what you're doing, but also like it doesn't really kind of give your position away that much. So alright, so this is the flashlight here. So you got low. This is like a medium, high, and you double click it, and that's the turbo. So I don't even know if y'all can see up in that tree. See how bright that is? Like, this is the turbo mode, and it's just like really bright. Kind of have to be careful not to be shining a light everywhere, because we are on WMA land, and I don't want no game warden coming up here thinking I'm like poaching or some crap like that. So I don't hear anybody, but hopefully I don't get no bump in the night. But anyway guys, I think we're going to call it here for the night. I'm going to crawl in bed and enjoy my night, and I'll see y'all in the morning. Good morning everybody. It is a wet and rainy day here in Georgia. Slept pretty good last night. I wouldn't say pretty good. I slept okay. Got up about 3:30 to go use a bathroom, and I've been up ever since. So you know what they say, early bird gets the worm. However, with it being raining, it should be pretty interesting getting out of here. It's been raining for at least an hour, so everything's pretty wet right now. So we're just gonna take it nice and slow, get up out of here as safe as we can. Might even throw it in four-wheel drive. That's gonna be good enough. And yeah, I got the back all put up and everything. But yeah, I really enjoyed this trip, man. Just very nice, very relaxing. And I'm really glad I kind of did this shakedown trip before Abby and I went to Northern Alabama. So far, the only thing that I really need is I need a lid for the trash can, for my little 5-gallon bucket trash can back there. So gonna need a lid for that. And yeah, I think that's about it. Alright guys, well, we made it back on asphalt. The road wasn't too bad as far as mud wise, but man, it's super bumpy. So definitely having a way to deflate and inflate your tires is definitely a must. So yeah, with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this one just as much as I enjoyed making it. If y'all want to see more content like this, don't forget to check out the rest of my channel, and I'll see y'all on the next one.